you've heard by now, it is really going to rain tomorrow, and here's Dallas Rains.
First big storm of the season, David and Ellen. We're watching it on the live Meganopolis 7000 HD, the leading edge, still offshore ways. That's why I'm forecasting rain beginning after midnight tonight. So if you're out and about the city this evening, you should be in good shape. But this rain that is coming up from the southwest will eventually get here. And once it does, it's going to rain for a while. Here's the flash flood watch that's in effect starting tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. And that includes all of the burn areas of Southern California, all of OC, as the rain will start coming down. You can see downtown is not in the flash flood watch area, and neither is the South Bay at this hour and in parts of the San Fernando Valley. However, that does not mean you... Starting tomorrow morning, 69 degrees today. That was normal for this day. We had a little rain in the rain gauge yesterday with that storm system. Look at the satellite view. First thing we want to see is where we are. This is the western U.S. This is California. Big low swirling out here in the Pacific Ocean. And notice what it's doing. It's starting to bring up moisture from deep in the tropics. See this? A lot of people like to call this the pineapple connection. There's Hawaii. It brings the moisture right up into Southern California. Very typical of an El Nino type pattern. This low is going to move eastbound, and so that's going to drag the moisture into Southern California after midnight tonight. Here's how the computer sees it. There's the low moving towards San Francisco. And by tomorrow morning for the drive, already snowing in the Sierra. This is going to be a really good Sierra snow. It's going to be heavy snow that will set up to 2 to 3 feet of snow in the high Sierra. Now let's watch it as we move in time through the day. By Tuesday afternoon, it's still raining in Southern California. Here's the front coming in. Remember, right along the leading edge of the front is where we get the greatest lift in the atmosphere, and the possibility of heavy rain remains into Tuesday night. After that, it starts to lift out to the north, and the rain showers start to dissipate, but it's still going to be a chance of rain even on Wednesday morning. Tonight, rain after midnight, 59 degrees at the beaches. Mountain areas, it's too darn warm because the subtropical jet stream is a warm jet coming in from the low latitudes. 1 to 2 inches of rain for you tomorrow. Drive very carefully if you're headed out tomorrow across Southern California, 65. Showers in the morning, then dissipating in the afternoon. Looks like the weather sets up nicely as we head toward the weekend. It's cool with a 20% chance of a light shower maybe Saturday morning with a little weak weather system coming in. Otherwise, 69. Not as heavy at the beach, but still 1 to 2 inches of rain will be in the rain buckets by Wednesday noon. In the mountain areas, again, as I mentioned, this is a high snow level above 9,000 feet, so it's mostly rain, I'm afraid. Maybe a little snow accumulation above 8 grand, and that will be Wednesday morning. Temperatures in the high desert, 57, and even the high desert, David and Ellen, could pick up an inch of rain possibility. Right now I'm going for 1/2 to 3/4. But again, this will be a heavy storm. We'll update it for you tonight at 11 o'clock. Have a great night.
Thank you, Dallas. Right. Let's see what else is coming up tonight on Eyewitness News at 11 with Mark Brown.
Okay, Ellen, David, thank you. New on Eyewitness News at 11 o'clock. A local neighborhood has been asked to evacuate before the rain comes tomorrow. We're going to talk to people there about what they plan to do. Plus, we will continue to follow our breaking news, the investigation into a shooting at this upscale hotel on Rodeo Drive, and a crackdown on cats in a beach community. These stories and all the late breaking news on Southern California's #1 newscast, Eyewitness News at 11, following Castle. Back to you.
Mark, thank you. Rumor has it when the rain hits Staples Center, we see steam flying up because the Clippers are so hot right now. Kurt Sandoval standing by with the Clippers. They have a game tonight. Hey, Kurt.
Hey, David. Hey, Ellen. You know, it's interesting coming to L.A. live tonight in Staples Center. Downtown is absolutely spectacular right now. You got a huge 50-foot Christmas tree, Christmas lights everywhere. They have ice skating. And every bit as impressive is the way this team is playing right now. The way they finished November, they hope to continue throughout December and clearly the rest of the season. The Clippers went on that road trip. In fact, they were just a game above 500. They were actually in the Western Conference on the outside of that 8th playoff spot. But now Lob City, one of the hottest teams in the league, ripping off 6 of 7, including wins in Houston and Miami. Now they hope to continue their tear through the early part of the season schedule with 4 straight here at Staples Center. And one of those teams is Minnesota, which has a losing record. They're in tonight.
Every night you still play the game, and our guys will be ready. Like I was saying this earlier, just because you're ready is no guarantee you play well, which I don't think a lot of people get that, but that's the truth. And I think our guys are ready as they're going to be. I always worried about this game, the first game back. I do think it's a little easier east-west, goes the other way, but they're still hard. They're just hard. You travel this long, and you come home, you have family, your wife, it's just a lot of stuff, and you have to try to cram it in, and your time clocks are off. So these games, actually, I always say the first 2 or 3 games, the difference is after 3 games, we go back.
Have the season it wanted to, going 8-4, a couple of last-second losses. But Cody Kessler was nothing short of spectacular. He was named the Pac-12 Player of the Week today. In fact, he had 36 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions. As a junior, he is now NFL draft eligible. He will meet with head coach Steve Sarkisian this week about his future in Troy. Soccer now, and what a game for the Galaxy. They lost last night, 2-1. That said, they still managed to advance to their record 9th MLS Cup final. LA took the tiebreaker because they had the most away goals in the series. Well, this will mark their 3rd time in 4 years they've advanced to the championship, and they can credit the continuity to the roster as one of the main reasons they are reigning right now.
It's my 4th final in 6 years, so with majority of the guys, 8, 9, regular starters year in, year out. It's just a testament to our character and chemistry.
It's been a great balance with experience and youth, and we have a great tradition now. But I think at this point in time, we haven't won anything this year, and I don't think that's the definition of a dynasty if you haven't won anything. So we'll wait and see if we can accomplish our goal of winning on Sunday.
And that final game will be Sunday at the StubHub Center. It'll be Landon Donovan's final 90 minutes in his illustrious soccer career, and he'd love to put an exclamation point on his season, David and Ellen, especially when you think about how a lot of people thought he was snubbed from Team USA. He can get the last laugh this weekend. Back to you guys in the studio.
And we certainly hope he does. All right, Kurt, thank you for that report. Still to come, remembering the rock and roll history of Orange County, a special tribute today to the legendary Golden Bear, where for 60 years...
LA 56. They're toys that look fun but can be extremely dangerous. The Trouble in Toyland list you need to know about. That's tonight on Eyewitness News on LA 56 KDOC TV. LA's only live local newscast at 7 p.m. And you can find LA 56 over the air or on these cable and satellite providers. We'll be right back.
Tonight in the Mercedes. 7.com. Brought to you by the Mercedes-Benz dealer.